What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel, Robbie here. So for the next few days, I'm gonna be doing an eating only eggs challenge. It's called the egg diet. So the reason I'm doing this challenge is because I did a little research on what's called the egg diet, and I found it a little interesting. You see, the only thing you can have during the egg diet is, that's right, pure eggs. You guessed it, genius. Anyways, I'm interested to see what this egg diet can do for you within 4 days and seeing the impact that it has on weight loss, fat loss, and muscle gain. So the egg diet requires you to eat nothing but eggs all day. That means every single meal has to be composed of purely eggs, nothing else. Now the reason people choose this egg diet is because eggs are highly nutritious. They provide protein, chloride, vitamin D, B vitamins, and a whole bunch of other things. Now the traditional methodology of this diet requires you to do the diet 14 days straight. I'm not gonna do 14 days straight. I just don't wanna eat purely eggs for that long, especially with the fact that I work out a lot, which means you have to increase your calorie intake, which means I'm not looking to have 2.5 to 3,000 calories worth of eggs every single day. It's just nonsense. There's also different variations where there's like the egg and grapefruit diet, where you have grapefruits as well. The keto egg diet, which I might try later on, but for this one specifically, we're doing eggs only. However, we are gonna modify it a little bit. So the rules of my specific challenge are gonna be eggs only. You can add a little bit of oil, nothing excessive. Supplements that I'm going to allow are going to include minerals, greens, green juice, creatine, and glutamine. And then the last portion of the rules obviously is in weighing myself and checking muscle mass. I'll be working out like I normally do, so that was the last rule. And let's see how the next few days go. All right, so we're all done with the egg challenge. We did 4 full days. Are you guys ready for the conclusion? All right, so let me give you a recap of the last 4 days. So I did the exact same thing for 4 days, and I'm gonna give you the stats. Now again, I'm gonna put the stats right here, right now, but it was approximately 2,100 calories every single day. As for the macros, it was 180 grams of protein every day and 150 grams of fat every single day. So each day I had approximately 10 eggs per meal, and I had 3 meals throughout the day. With the exception of day 1, because I burned 5,000 calories that day, I ended up adding a little bit of oil to each meal just to have some extra calories. I just didn't want to keep having more and more eggs though. Now I'm not gonna lie to you, having eggs that many times in a row gets pretty sick. More eggs, and I'm already sick of eggs, honestly. All right, I am sick and tired of eggs. But here we are, day 4. Let's see how disgusting this is. Anyways, like I said, I had the same 3 meals every day. I did change up the time that I had these meals, but I had the same meal every day. So meal number 1 is I always had 10 boiled eggs. This is the first round of 10 boiled eggs. Like I said, we're gonna add a little bit of salt to this, some pepper, because otherwise it will taste disgusting. And then a small little pour of oil. That's right, oil. Here we go. Meal number 2, I always had 10 scrambled eggs. And meal number 3, I would always have 10 sunny side up eggs. Now we have our workout for today. Like I said, working out every single day. Like I mentioned, one of the variables that I kept throughout this diet was that I kept working out. And I will show you here on the screen some of the workouts that I did, but I kept working out consistently throughout the time. I didn't do weight training every single day, but I did cardio every day, and I did weight training on half of these days. Now, as I mentioned from the beginning, I did let myself have certain supplements throughout the day. So every day I had creatine and glutamine. And I usually just added that to my coffee, which would make it easier for me to drink since it was non-flavored. And that coffee was straight black, no added ingredients. And like I mentioned, I also had a daily greens mix and an electrolyte mix. Due to the severity of the diet, I wanted to make sure I had all my electrolytes, so I did want to keep that. That electrolyte powder has 0 calories, and the greens has about 10 calories. Now I'm also going to put a link for all of these supplements at the bottom in case you are interested in purchasing some of these supplements. You'll also get a nice little discount if you use my code at the bottom. Now let me give you a nice little physique update. So I'm gonna show you my before video and my after video. And I'm gonna put my weight changes here on the camera right now. As you can see, I dropped a dramatic 8 pounds. I went from 155.4 to 147 pounds. Yeah, that's insane. Only 4 days of this diet. I also dropped an entire percentage of body fat, which I went from 12.4 to 11.5. It's insane. To be honest, I kind of wanted to keep this diet going for 14 days. But I'm kind of sick of eggs now. I never thought I would get sick of eggs until I had to eat 30 eggs a day. Now it's just kind of gross. Also, just so you know, is this diet safe or sustainable? Long term? Hell no. But you're welcome to give it a try for a few days just to get short-term results. However, this diet obviously isn't safe due to the limitations on micronutrients, minerals, vitamins. You don't get a lot of variety, so obviously this diet isn't safe long term. So shouldn't be done more than a week or two. And lastly, one of the experiences I did want to share with you about this diet is my experience with lucid and vivid dreaming. So when the movie Inception came out, I was in love with the concept of the movie. So much that at that time I decided to actually start practicing lucid dreaming, which is a thing, by the way. And one of the recommendations for lucid dreaming is, yeah, you guessed it, eat eggs. Eating eggs right before you go to sleep. That was one of the recommendations of it. So obviously, because I was having 30 eggs per day, my dreaming was insane. I was having some crazy ass lucid dreams, and I could even control my dreams and manipulate them. That's how awesome it was to have 30 eggs a day. Anyways, that was just one of the big perks for me. Like I mentioned, the cons is that you get very tired very quickly of having that many eggs in one sitting, or just throughout the day. You eventually want a variety of different other foods. Also, another perk I did experience was I did have a lot of energy throughout the day. I wasn't very tired at all, and that was probably because I was having pure eggs. Another con to this diet obviously is that if you have to go out and about, or if you're gonna go out with friends on the weekend, it would be really hard to sustain this diet of having purely eggs throughout the day. It's only possible if you were to be able to go to work every day and come home and you already have your eggs prepared, and that might be a little easier, but it's a very difficult diet to sustain. Anyways, there you go. Those are my results. Those were pretty good results for just 4 days of torture. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I mentioned, I'm gonna put a bunch of links at the bottom for you in case you're interested in any of this stuff. Also, make sure to hit up all the socials. I will put links to my socials, Instagram and all that down there. Give it a thumbs up. If you have any other diet suggestions you want me to try, I will use myself as a guinea pig. Put the comments at the bottom. I'll give it a shot and I'll make a video for you. Anyways, that's it for today. Now I'm gonna go work out and eat some real food. Have a nice day. So another 10 boiled eggs it shall be. It sounds so gross.